Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of FYI. What I'm going to be doing today is something I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time, a get to know me tag segment. So I'd sent out, these anonymous messages to a couple people, and they sent me some questions, and I'll be trying to do justice to as many of these questions as I can. So the very first question I have here says, "Do you have a girlfriend?" That's why I started the video laughing, because I'm going through the questions and it just got me really laughing. Okay, so do I have a girlfriend? I have tons and tons of girls that are my friends, if that's what you mean. But if it's the other way, right now, like in this particular moment, like right now, this minute, right now, the answer is no to that question. All right, the next question says, "Is there someone you're secretly in love with?" Now, you know that love is a very deep word, right? It's a very huge, gigantic word. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a word I want to like just, throw around. Is there someone you're secretly in love with? I won't want to use the word love, but maybe, just maybe there just might be somebody that I'm, secretly trying to. The question is even making me blush a little. Secretly just trying to like a little. It's like, okay, let's just see, where this is going, what this might lead to, Yeah, so I guess at that point, I mean, that could be an answer, But at the love part, we're still trying to figure that out. The next question is, if you have to change something about yourself, what will it be? First of all, I love me. Like, people who are around me, they know that I don't joke. Like, I love myself too much. I rate myself like, but I don't know. If I probably had to change anything about myself, I think I would probably add maybe 3 or 4 inches to my height. Don't get me wrong, I'm not obviously not short. I think I'm about 5'11", but I think my preferred height choice, as assuming I had a choice, would be maybe, let's say, 6'2", then or maybe 6'3", but God gave me 5'11". I'm embracing 5'11" with my full chest, okay? And I'm glad, very proud of myself. Nothing else I would change, I'm fine. The next question. This might come off as offensive, but I've been meaning to ask you, are you metrosexual? First of all, why do you think this will come off as being offensive? It's a question, am I metrosexual? Well, let me answer that question now. Part of what my channel does, like I'd always said, is talking about grooming, being together, grooming particularly for men. So yeah, do I take extra caution as to how I look, how I, appear, how I talk, how I carry myself, how I care for myself? Absolutely. I'm one of those people who believe that because I'm a guy, it does not affect my masculinity if I have to maybe take extra care of my skin, or have my fashion sense, in a particular manner or way or form, because I do all of that, and I do it like pretty organically, like it's not pushed, it's not stressed, So yeah, you could, in that regard, I guess you could refer to me as someone who is metrosexual, because I do take extra care to make sure that, I take care of myself. Like my body is my temple, it's like the only thing I have. Why wouldn't I take care of myself, So I'm particular about, how I look after my skin, how I look after myself, my hygiene, products I use. I'm particular about my fashion sense and all of that stuff. Like it's never nothing that's too much. But when you look at me, once you come in contact with me and in communication with me, you would obviously know that it's something that I, pay attention to. Yeah, so I guess you could say I am. The next question, what's your favorite mythical love story? The thing is, I was raised up with a lot of these stories, so I think I could narrow it down to maybe 2 or 3. Beauty and the Beast definitely has to be one of them, amongst the top 3 for me. Another would also have to be Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Then I think I would end it up with Shrek. Yeah, those 3. Pretty amazing mythical love stories. I mean, love is love, now. We love love. So yeah, those stories really played a major part, in my life, in my growing up, and all of that one. The next question is getting me laughing. It says, why are you so proud? Am I proud? Well, actually, I am proud. Like, I'm very proud, but I'm like proud of myself. I'm proud of where I'm at. It's all like positive pride, for me. I'm always going to be a person of pride. Like, I know my onions, I know what I'm worth, but I never would rub it off on any other person, or I never would carry myself in a way that looks as though I'm trying to diminish another person or another person's achievement, if you know what I mean. So I'm a very proud young man. I work hard, I fight hard, I support people, I do my part, but I'm not proud, if you get what I mean. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question. The next question says, what is your skincare routine like? Do you actually have one? To be honest, I do actually have a skincare regimen that I follow. Previously, before now, I didn't really have one. What I just made sure I did was have like I use like the best products. I use the moisturizer. Every now and then I would use a scrub or exfoliator. Like it was nothing like a routine. But for the past almost 1 month now, I got on a new kind of like routine which I've been trying to religiously follow, and so far it's been amazing for me. Okay, so first of all, I stopped using any soap. I use like soap for sensitive skin, so I don't use any soap that has like artificial perfumes or colors or any of those things. It's like 100% organic. That's the kind of soap I use. Then I now pat my face, damp with my face towel, not what I use on my body. Then if it's in the morning, I use the ordinary alpha arbutin. It's like a serum. So I just put it on my face and then I spread it, leave it for like a couple minutes. Once it gets into my skin, because it absorbs, it gets into my skin, and now I could put a moisturizer over my face that also has sunscreen, SPF 50, which protects my face from, the heat and the rays of the sun, which might lead to like tonal deficiencies and all of that stuff. So that's what I do in the morning. Then at night, after my night shower, I dampen my face and dab my face and do all of that stuff. I now use benzoyl. Yeah, benzoyl peroxide is what I use on my face, and basically that's just it. I don't add any other thing to it because basically it's night, so there's no sun, there's nothing. But once in a while, maybe a little moisturizer to add to it. So the benzoyl peroxide helps to like clear your skin, take away acne, because someone like me, I'm prone to having acne, particularly when I'm stressed, even acne on my body. So the benzoyl peroxide also helps me with that, and it clears away scarring and all of that stuff. So yeah, pretty simple. It's not a big deal, but yeah, I've been doing that for close to like a month now, and the results really have been good for me. You should try it. Next question says, what's your full name? Okay, my names are Crystal Olga Eta Tao. Those are my full names. Next question. Crystal, are you in a relationship? If yes, when are you going to settle down? Thank you for that question. Am I in a relationship right now? I think I've kind of like answered the question, previously. Maybe I'm about to be in a relationship. As to when I'll settle down, I think I'll settle down when I'm ready. I'm never the type who like rides on other people's, pressure and all of that stuff. Getting married, I'll get married in my own time when I'm ready, because guess what? I'm the one getting married. I'm the one footing the bill. I'm the one spending forever with this person. So it's my problem, not, any other person's problem. But thank you for asking the question. Next question. You seem very fashionable. What inspires your fashion sense? First of all, one thing I always tell people is I try to draw from sophistication that's also derived from simplicity. I really believe that less is more. So I try not to make it too much, even if I'm putting in some color, but there has to be some sort of balance, It's never over the top, but in its simplicity, it also stands out as being very, very sophisticated. Those are things that really drive me. And then I like to just stand out unique in my, expressions and all of that. And fashion for me is like a means of expression. So that's how I always would express myself, Yeah, so those are some of the things that inspire me. Sometimes things I watch or books I read could just inspire a concept in my head, and then I want to put the pieces together, and it's as easy as that. Next question. Where were you given birth to? Have you tried leaving the country? I actually was born in Benue State, Nigeria. Have I tried leaving the country? I did a lot of schooling outside of the country, so that's a yes to that part. Yeah. Next question. FYI, Crystal is a nice show that talks about what's trending and lifestyles. There is a lot to learn from it and it helps bring motivation. I love the show because it's educating people and it helps make in making me a better person. Okay, thank you. That was not exactly a question, but whoever wrote this, thank you for your affirmation of my channel. Next question. Did you know your reservation makes you look very unapproachable? I didn't know. My reservation makes me look very unapproachable. Well, I think I possibly get where this person is coming from. I'm a very reserved person, right? I'm ambivert in nature, and most times I'm very sociable, but most times like I keep to myself. I like to mind my business and all of that stuff. So I can get why people can feel I'm being unapproachable because I'm just in a corner. But the good thing is that once you come around me, once I'm settled around you, it's like a jolly old ride. You'll be like, is this not the same person that was just in the corner? Basically that's how I am. But I mean, I like to mix up with people at the end of the day. But then minding your business also does you a lot of good. Yeah. Next question. Well, FYI Crystal is a show like no other where you get the latest trend and facts. It's focused on the youth and their day-to-day movement. It's a show that educates the world. I have never missed an episode. Thank you, Crystal. Okay, again, that is not a question, more like an affirmation. Thank you guys for the faith you have in me. I hope to keep doing better and better, and trust me, we're only just getting started. Next question. How old are you? I'm old enough. Okay, how old do you think I am? Drop your comments, in the comment section. Anybody who gets it right, I'll tell you you're right. Next question. What's your take on double dating? I feel it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, why would anybody want to double date? It just means you have a problem with being committed. Why, like me, for instance, why on earth would I want to double date? I'm so busy. I have so much going on in my life. It's almost impossible having one solid relationship. Talk more of handling two simultaneously. That is too much stress now. And I'm not built for stress. So I feel it's absolutely ridiculous, and it speaks to the character of people, if you want to, mimic something as silly as that. Who's your best male and female Nigerian YouTuber? To be very honest, male YouTuber, I think Timmy. Timmy would be like my favorite male YouTuber. The funny thing is that I didn't even know who he was until I stumbled, on his channel, and I love the vibe. I love, everything he was doing and how he was passing across his message. So when I further did some research, I figured out he was an actor, and all of that stuff, and I really, really, love this vibe. Then for female YouTubers in Nigeria, there's quite a number. There's a group I belong to, and I've met some gorgeous ladies, there's people like Pooja, there's people like Rookie, there's people like Anita, like these three girls, Vicky, how can I forget Vicky? Vicky, my baby, 4 of them. Those girls give me so much joy, and I love them. Like, anytime I'm watching their videos, I'm just like smiling from ear to ear. There's a lot of them, but those 4 particularly, and they're all up and coming, but they are doing extremely amazing, and I'm so proud of them. So shout out to you guys. Okay, that's me showing you guys love. Honestly, I love you guys, and I love what you do. I can't wait to actually collaborate with you guys and meet you guys eventually. Okay, 2 more questions. This one says, can you marry outside of your religion, and why? Absolutely, I can marry outside of my religion. I believe that love is a fundamental thing. So if I find love in somebody who is not of my religious background, why not? As far as we have love, as far as we have understanding, and we can properly communicate, that has never and will never be a problem for me. Because a lot of times I think we conform ourselves to so many societal demands, and at the end of the day we deprive ourselves from having true happiness. And in my life, happiness is one thing I never want to escape me. So if I find love outside of my religious circle, by all means I will embrace it. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but if it happens, I'll definitely embrace it. Thank you. The final question says, what inspired you to start YouTube? Well, for those of you who have been following my journey, you'd realize that being on YouTube is something, it's a dream I've always wanted to have. My schedule stopped me fear stopped me, procrastination stopped me, but it's something I had always wanted to do, and I got on the train and I've never looked back since then. I'm big on the arts, I'm big on media, I'm big on production, and for me, this is just like a stepping stone to, what the big picture is gonna unfold. And like I said, we are only just getting started. Look out, look out. This is Crystal. Look out, because we are taking the world over. Right? You get what I mean? So to everybody who sent out questions, I hope I've done justice. I tried my best to give very decent answers, and answers that would not just be like answers, but will also help people who are out there and who are listening to me. My viewers, my fans, people out there, thank you guys so much for always supporting me, watching my videos, commenting, liking, and just being part of my world, and sitting down to just listen to me talk. It's a big deal, and it's something I don't take for granted. So guys, thank you so much, and remember, make somebody to smile today. Make someone smile today. Consciously try to do that, because it doesn't take or cost you anything. I love you for watching. Peace.